Hiya, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be about me dyeing my hair from black to white. This could end up being an absolute fail because I've not bleached my hair in a very long time. I mean, I've got some products that I usually use, which are these ones. Every time I've done it, I've always done my own hair, never ever gone to a salon, ever. And it's always turned out okay. Obviously there's been fails here and there, but I've always managed to make it work somehow, and I don't know why. Just something I have done. My mum being a hairdresser, she's never wanted to help me because she didn't want any part in me damaging my own hair. So she said if I want to do it, I've got to do it myself, and I did. At the moment it's black, which is a box dye, the standard Schwarzkopf black box dye, I believe. I did have a blue black underneath this, and before that I had a washed out red box dye as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting on how this is going to turn out because I have no idea. At the moment my hair is really greasy, plus I've just taken out a taping extension, so in this area here it's going to be really oily. You see me looking this way, it's because I've got a mirror, and this is how I'm going to work through doing my hair. Fingers crossed. So I'm just going to take you through what I'm going to be using. First of all, I'm going to separate my hair because all I'm doing today is this front of my hair. And I'm going to just be using these little black bands to do that, so I don't bleach anything else. Then I'm going to have a mixing bowl and a brush or an applicator. Then I went to the shop yesterday. I had to get escorted around Boots to get my own bleach, which was really weird. So I decided to get this kit, which I have used before, but I usually just buy the sachets, like a box of sachets, and the little gold bottles separately. So this is like a sachet that you would usually use, and I'm going to be using the 40 vol. So for 40 vol, I wouldn't really recommend anyone doing this. Of course, if it wasn't, you know, too dangerous, I'm sure they wouldn't actually sell it on the shelves. With that being said, I'm just going to crack on with it, I think, because I haven't got all day. I'm going to do a barbecue after this. I'm going to take one of my bands and a comb as well, just to separate my hair. So I think I'm going to go with my hairline. So I'm going to take this bit out here. Okay, so I'm just going to go with my hairline, which is here and here. I actually had one of my friends phone me up the other day because she wanted to do her roots, and obviously everyone is having a meltdown because of being in quarantine with this coronavirus, and everyone's roots are growing out and everything, so people are literally like going mad. And by the way, I went to a shop before I went to Boots to see if I could get the hair dye, and they'd literally sold out. So everyone's on the hype of bleaching the hair or shaving it all off. I've already shaved my hair off ages ago, so to be fair, I have already thought about doing that. Which I suppose if this goes wrong, I might just do. I'm just grabbing that amount of hair. I don't even know if you can see that. I don't even know if that's even straight, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. So I'm literally just gonna give myself a little unicorn. And I'm just gonna tie this up. My hair's falling out before I've even done this. This is so bad. I have got a 30 vol with me. I did think about using that. And I also thought about doing a bleach bath, which I might end up having to do, which I probably should do, to be fair. I think that's what I might do now. I might use the 30 vol for a bleach bath, and then after that use 40 volt to lift it even more. Okay, so I've literally just hooped it up. I look even weirder now. Oh my god, this is really bad. I should not be on camera like this. Anyway, carrying on. With my bleach bath, I'm going to use the powder Vol and some silver shampoo. It's pretty much like purple shampoo. But purple shampoo, if you don't really know, this is supposed to help lift it even more. So I'm just going to mix this up, give it a good old shake. Should probably open the window. There we go, because this stuff stinks. Ooh, here we go. I'm actually doing this. This is crazy. So you're going to take the lid off, give it a good old shake, and literally pour the whole lot into the mixing bowl. You also want to be wearing an old t-shirt or anything that you don't really mind ruining, just in case you get this on your clothes. And also, I wouldn't recommend doing it anywhere where you've got carpet, which my mum and dad will kill me if I get this on the carpet. But luckily, because I'm only doing my fringe, I'm just going to be working over my sink. So hopefully, if I'm not stupid, this won't happen and I'll be okay. And I'm going to try not to breathe this in because it is dangerous. Like peroxide, so I can't really smell that. I feel like I'm going to sneeze already. With one sachet and one little tub, it's the perfect amount. So you don't need to worry about buying a separate thing and separate bleach, you know, like big pots and stuff like that, and big bottles. You don't need to do that because then you have to try and measure it out yourself and get the right consistency. But it's literally like, I'm sure it's a 1-to-1 ratio. I have no idea. It's like 25 grams of powder and 75 millilitres of peroxide. So the quicker you work with this as well, the better it will work. I'm just going to put this away from me because I don't really want to breathe it in. And I'm just mixing it over my sink. So if anything does happen where it spills out, it's only going to go in there anyway and get washed down. Man, this is strong. And by the way, make sure you wear gloves. I did forget to mention that at the beginning. So basically, it should look like this. A nice creamy consistency. Yeah. Once you've done that, if you're doing this, by the way, I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. You then take some silver shampoo. Woo. And give it a good old mix. When I actually wash this out, I'm going to use silver shampoo as well. Please, wasp, don't come in here because I will scream. Oh my god. Why has this got to happen to me? Seriously, why does this happen? Oh my god. So, you want to section your hair. I've not done this for so long. Over a year, I think it's been, so this could be going wrong really bad. But yeah, I was telling you a story about my friend, and she wanted to obviously like do her roots, and she was asking everyone on social media if she should do it, and she was saying that a lot of hairdressers were telling them not to use a box dye. Now, she said that I think I was the only one, or one other person was telling her to just do it. But that's me, and that's only because I've always done my own hair, and I always believe that hairdressers will tell you not to use a box dye just because then you can go to them to have your hair done, if that makes sense. They just want the money, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't want to obviously like diss hairdressers because they are kind of right in a way. You shouldn't really do it, but her mum does it as well, so I don't see why it's much difference why she wouldn't do hers. I need another glove. Do you know what? I've just remembered the gloves are actually like stuck to the instructions. And I don't read instructions, so... Okay, so they're stuck there. You can see it's shining. I'm going to try and peel them off. I'm using my legs. We've done it. We've got it. Yeah. Okay. Now I can actually like massage this through as well. I'm scooping it out and onto my hands. Going over my sink in case anything splashes off. Oh, my eyes. Okay, so I feel like I've done that part. Going to section off some more. Comb it through so it's nice and smooth. Everything's going to be covered in bleach, by the way, because yeah, it just is. I don't really want to focus up to the roots too much, to be fair, because they've grown out quite a bit from having my black hair dyeing anyway. And your roots always develop quicker because there's more heat coming out of your head and it's fresher hair. So literally just keep doing this until you feel like you've put loads in. Oh man. Shout out to Laura, because if it wasn't for her I probably wouldn't be doing this. Oh man, she's such a bad influence. Her hair looks so cool though. She's just done hers blue and it looks so good. But that's probably why I told my friend to do it, because I don't see any fear in bleaching your own hair. I don't know why, I just don't. Oh god, my comb won't go through. It won't go through the hair. I can't even see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry if you can't even see what I'm doing, but yeah. I'm only combing my hair through. Awkward thing is, I've actually got my phone videoing this, so I'm gonna need it to use as a timer. And then I'm gonna leave it to sit for probably like half an hour or something. What I'm gonna do is just roll it like that. Oh my god, my eyes are stinging. Good job my mum's looking after the baby. Honestly, I don't know what I'd do about her sometimes. Been going out of my mind, he's been waking up in the middle of the night. Damn. That's why I slept through, because like, I was so lucky he actually went back to sleep, because usually he doesn't. He'll get up in the morning and then he'll want to go downstairs and do stuff, and then I have to get up obviously. So, what I'm doing now is just literally separating my hair like this, just to make sure that I've got every last strand, because if I don't, then there'll be patches. We don't want that. You can probably see why I was going to use the 40 volt straight away, because this would have started lifting by now. You're going to try not to get it on your skin, because it will burn your skin. It's really dangerous stuff. Now that I've just done that, I'm going to like clean up around my head and just leave it to sit on there for like half an hour-ish, I suppose. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So I've left it on for about half an hour. You can see that it's lifted a little bit, in fact quite a lot. And it's not going to do too much because obviously it is a bleach bath only and not just bleach. A tip to do if you ever do your own is don't go outside, because oxygen and peroxide obviously isn't good together, because obviously it stops it from developing. But you do want to like put heat on it, or put cling film around, because then that will stop the oxygen from getting to it. And then you can apply like a hairdryer to obviously get it to heat up. But you don't want to leave it on there for too long, because you don't want your hair to fall out. So I'm just going to wash this out and I'll get back to you after. So I don't know if you can see, but it's lightened so much. I can't believe how much it has actually gone light, like, and that's only a 30 vol. It's only been left on for half an hour. It's obviously patchy because it just will be, and very like brassy, which is to be expected, but I actually think it's turned out pretty good considering. It's a bit hard really because I'm trying to light a barbecue at the same time as having my hair bleached, which is not a good idea. So I had to get rid of it so I can do my barbecue for everyone. So I'm just combing it through now. My hair's literally falling out so much as well. So the next step would be to actually bleach my hair now. The way a bleach bath would work is basically by stripping it. It's the same kind of concept. It's just going to get rid of any colour that you've had on there previously. So that's the first step anyway. I've gone from box dye black to a very light patchy brown with some brassy tones in there as well. And it's a little bit wet still from where I've washed it out, but yeah. Next step would be bleach.